Oh, it's a big school of them, biggest school of them. I'm looking at the biggest muddy. That's tea for us. You know, like the travelling part of it's good, but it's what you get up to. That's where it's at. Do I get them both? No, one's chasing the other one. Oh, right in the shallows. They were like in ankle deep water. This year's gonna be something else. Not a bad way to kick off the day. Bit of a sun shower. So I don't know about you, but I get just as pumped when I'm packing up for a camp trip as I do when I'm actually out on the camp trip. Just, you know, especially if you've got a few new things you've fitted out, or like accessories or whatnot, or did a bit of DIY stuff, or trying things out, or just getting out full stop. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I'm actually packing up. I'm doing 20,000 things at once. But yeah, I'm slowly going through and packing the ute up and sorting out stuff and writing a list of what I need, food and shit like that, and random bits and pieces as I go. But what I have been doing, did a bit of more DIY. So I end up some time ago, if you remember, I had the solar regulator in the camper trailer. It was a 30 amp one, but what I did, because my panels were putting out more than 30 amps, I was losing out on a lot of extra amps over the day. I ended up taking out the 30 in the camper and I put a 50 in it, and I always kept the 30 because I had a feeling I always wanted to put it in the ute. I had the opportunity to do it here, obviously. So what I ended up doing is, there was nothing wrong with the Renogy, the one I had in there, which was actually a solar regulator and a DC-DC charger built in one. That was the only downfall. Like having the Victron stuff, they're two separate units, so I had to go the solar regulator, plus then I had to get a DC-DC charger. But they're good because there are benefits. Biggest reason, there's a couple of reasons. With the Renogy, it was good gear, it worked for me, but my biggest reason of wanting to go this solar controller is it can take 100 volts and 30 amps. And what I like to do with my solar a lot is connect them together. Saves connecting them up individual. It can work sometimes. It's depending on where you are is what you do, but now it gives me the option to do both. And what I mostly do is hook them up together. It just ups the voltage, that's all. But the benefit of that is, like, you're losing less voltage in your wires over a longer distance, and it works good for me how I do it. The any downfall is when you do run them in series, if you got like one panel that's a bit shaded, it's pretty much going to take out the whole lot. It's going to make a big difference, where if they're each plugged in individually, like in parallel, you can have one panel shaded and the other three, or how many ever you got going, is going to be still pumping out their max, providing they're not shaded. But yeah, most of my spots I try and put them in an open area, so the best way for me is to run them in series. So that's the reason, that was the biggest reason, where the Renogy one, max voltage was only 30 volts, so I couldn't even link two of them together because it would push the voltage over 30 volts. So now I don't have that problem, but obviously because that was a two-in-one, like your DC-DC and solar controller, I had to go out and just get a DC-DC charger, and I went Victron again. I do like the gear. It's looking real blue in here. I like it because I've been running in the camper trailer for a while now, and it's worked well for me. So it's not the neatest, but it's DIY and it works for me, and I do it properly. And the best thing is I save myself a lot, and I save myself hassle. If I'm out in the sticks somewhere and something goes wrong, I can fix all this stuff myself. especially if you got a freezer full of meat. So it saves me time as well. I don't have to wait to have it fixed, so I can do it whenever I want to do it, and providing I got everything to do it, which I usually have. Always got bits of wire and that hanging around somewhere. So that's one of my other jobs done. I reckon eventually what I will do, not anytime soon, but eventually I'll run a 150 amp hour lithium battery in here if anyone's wondering. But I reckon I will down the track. I'd like to go probably a 200, nothing under a 200, maybe more if possible. But I reckon the induction is really good on the camper trailer, the cooking. So I know if I do it in the ute, it wouldn't be an every night thing, but the mornings are the best. You wake up in the morning, you just boil your water on an induction, you know, you don't have to light a fire, I don't have to get the gas out or anything. It's just so practical, don't have to worry about wind. But yeah, I do like cooking a lot on the fire, especially when I'm in the camp, in the ute camp. Yeah, it's good then. Like I am camping, like I said, the trail is like a house, so I'm living in that, so it's got to have some luxury. But yeah, so I might look at doing that. I'll have to up the inverter as well. I'd run the Red Arc 1000 watt at the moment, which is brilliant, but I'm gonna have to go to at least a 2 for the induction side of things. But that's possibly down the track. This works for now. Well, I am here. I've got a bit more of a detailed video done, but I'll give you a quick look, like not of everything, but some of the things I do have. In the front, I just run in between the seats a 15 litre angle fridge freezer. So when I'm pulled up, that's my main fridge. Any tiny, but it works for 2 people, but it definitely works for 1. I just run water in there and leftovers, tucker, and you know, just random stuff. But in the back I do have the 32 litre, so I use this as a freezer, so you fit a lot of meat in there, you pack it right. Like I said, I've got a 150 amp hour lithium battery. All that you just seen. I just usually run these they're crash pad bags. I just run them as what do you call it, like a pantry. Same as this, I just got bits and pieces in it. I just went the bag side things because just a bit less weight, and I can change it up. I'm not restricted to a drawer system. And yeah, biggest thing are my weights, you know. Yeah, that helps me keep it down, and like I said, I can change things up. Up top, just got the travel buddy, little 12-volt oven. It's pretty empty at the moment. I do have a bit of stuff out. It's like a clothes bag and just random bits and pieces go up top. Cooking gear around the back there. A little gas cooker in that. But yeah, that's really pretty much it. What I run in the Canopy. I don't got a whole lot happening, but I've got everything I need. Yeah, anyway, what I will show you is I got something to save me a bit of water. I run with it a while ago. See, in the camper trailer I don't really worry about it because I've got a bit more water on board, but when I'm in the ute I'm restricted to my water. I don't have as much, and this trip I want to go to a couple of spots and I want to try and stay there for as long as I can, or a little bit longer. So I'm thinking of every way I can to be able to knock back my water. So just probably something as simple as this is what I used to run on the ute a long time ago, on my GQ actually. So in the ute I have the one that's just in the camper trailer it's like a shower head, so you get underneath it, have a bogey. But I find when it's on a handheld piece, you get to the source and you don't chew as much water. Yeah, you can wash off a bit quicker and easier. So I end up get this off eBay. This is not a bad quality. It's got the on-off too on your hand piece as well, which is a handy idea. I noticed it's got a little, you know how you can change the water settings on the front of it. I haven't even used it yet, so we're going to give it a whirl today. I'll do it now. But yeah, what I do have for the main water source for that, I was lucky. I actually been quite a few years back now. I've had his stuff for a fair bit. I got them bazooka water tanks. So what they are is, this one's a alley pipe, painted black, obviously heats up in the sun. All depends on where you are, obviously. You know, if you're down south, it's, you know, it's a bit cooler than that, but she works good for me, and the best thing is it's its own water source. I'm not relying on other water, my main water, and this can be filled up from anywhere. The water can be dirty, it doesn't matter, that's all it does. So how it works is you just pump her up full of air. It's got a release valve, so it's not going to like explode on you. And it's pressurized, and it makes a big difference being pressurized. Got a filler cap on it on one end, release valve, and then on the other end you got a valve to to pump her up. Got a little on off down here. We'll go and put some air in it because it doesn't have any air in it. What I will do first is do this air compressor, get a bit of air happening. Alright, that's another job I just remembered too. I've got an air compressor, so I've got onboard air kit. I think it's around about a 6 litre tank I run as well, little air compressor tank. It's all underneath the tray, but how I've got it hooked up is when I turn the ignition on, it turns on. It's got a, like a pressure switch, so it can't, the compressor won't keep going, it'll cut off at a certain PSI. But I really want to hook it up so when I want to, I don't want to have it to run it off the ignition. I just want to be able to switch on a switch. Reason being is, so you know, as soon as you turn the ignition on, that's the first thing you're going to hear if there's no air in that tank. And I just don't really want that. I want to have it so I can control it myself. Because, you know, if I've been in a spot for a while, my batteries are down, first thing that happens when you start your car is a big load goes on it again, you know, a huge load, and that's switched off, so it's pumped up now. You know, so that's a big load just going straight from your battery after your battery's already down, and air compressors are hungry. So that was my biggest reason why I want to switch it on and off. Anyway, that's got air in it. We'll come around here. That's all plugged in. I've got that other side turned off for now. Just at the back is where I got the compressor hose plugged into, so I can pump it up manually. I do have bags in here as well, but like I said, I've got the onboard kit, so I can control all that from inside the cab, which is good. And then I just put an outlet for blowing stuff out and random stuff, pumping up tyres obviously, and pumping up my shower. Anyway, one hand, we'll see how this goes. So, hold on. Put that on and pump him up. I think there's some water in there too. I hope so. They're pretty good. She won't take long. There we go. That'll do. See how that goes. I'll leave that up here for now. Come around the back. Like I said, I'll turn that compressor off. This is the first time I've used this shower head myself, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, turn the water on, make sure there's going to be no leaks. Some pressure in there. Better go easy on it, I don't want to explode my friggin' hose neither. She'll be right, she's holding up pretty good. You'd have to be able to handle a bit of pressure, but yeah. Tighten up that. Got a bit of pressure in there. Well then, moment of truth. How good is that? We'll change over here. What have I got it on the center? So we're going to put it on that one, shower more. There we go, so that's not too bad. Actually rips out the water. That's a lot of water out, but yeah, you can get to the source a bit quicker. Probably lets out a lot of water actually. But should be right, it'll work. Put it on this other setting. What's this one do? Oh yep. So best bet's put it on that one. There. You know, bit of an idea. That is letting out a lot of water. I can control that though. I can control that by that valve up the other end. I'll just shut it slightly so there's not as much coming through it, so I can control the flow through that as well, which will take a bit of pressure off this too, I'd say. Not as much pressure coming through it, but that's going to work good. Oh, I fixed up my stuff up too. Remember I drilled through my shower hose? Well, I went and fixed that up. That was an easy job. What I did is I just run it so it comes out the back, so it comes directly to my shower and plug whatever I want in there. That actual bazooka water tank comes with another piece with the shower head already attached to it, so I've got that option in there too. So if I'm camping beside a freshwater creek, it's, you know, water's not too bad then, you got a bit of it on tap. Yeah, but this here, I reckon this is going to be my main way now to shower for the ute. Save a bit of water, save as much as I can, because I want to be able to stay out there for as long as I can. But yeah, oh well, I'm yeah, just going chill and packing up random stuff. Got some new seats, so I'm loving them. Dodge thinks they're hers because I call her a tough ass every now and then when she wants to have a go at me. So she runs up and sits on it. But decent quality. They're the heaviest one I've ever had anyway. Well, and it's a director's one, and they only weigh, I think, 4 kilos or something. So I reckon it'll be going on one of my little review videos. So have a look into it anyway. Give it a try. But yeah, there's another thing actually. So like I said, I'm just packing up random stuff, getting all my cooking side of things done, and taking the bad boy Osprey. Obviously, if you haven't seen me cooking that, I'm looking forward to cooking a whole fish in there again. Yum yum. And then yeah, I got this little thing. So I have had one of these before a long time ago. I'll give you a look anyway. They're a Thermo cooker. So what you do, I'll open him up. One I had was a bit bigger and just a cheaper one, just to see if it was going to work for me, and I actually really liked it. So I went out and got a half decent one this time around. So how it works, give you a quick rundown, but I'll actually show you when I'm out camping. I'll show you how it works. So pretty much like a slow cooker that doesn't take power. So that's going to suit me to a T while I'm out fishing all day and come home to a cooked meal. What you do, you obviously still need your gas cooker or induction or whatever you run with, fire. I won't use it on the fire because I want to keep it neat. But throw your food in there. My biggest mistake with the other one I got is I got a big one, but it wasn't real practical because they say you need to really fill it up. The higher you can fill it up with water, the more efficient it is, because it's going to hold the heat better. So that's, yeah, a bit of an idea for you. So I only went a little one. I think it's only a 3 litre one or something, but you cook a heap in that, and still it's big. So what I do is I've had chicken legs in it, chicken breasts, chopped up steak, chops are brilliant on the bone. I put them in. I fill this bad boy up with water. I put whatever in there, you know, a bit of flavour or whatever, a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, do whatever you want. And then you throw it on the hot plate for a bit. And I think the most I do it, I bring it to the boil, and then I sit it there, I think, I don't know, probably 6 minutes. Shut the lid on it, then you pop it back in here. That shuts down. Close the lid so it's locked, and then that when you come back, I usually what time have I been doing? About 12 o'clock I'd put it on, and I'd have, you know, tea around between 5 and 6 or whatever, and I haven't had an uncooked meal yet. And the chops, I'll tell you, when I pulled the chops out, the meat was just falling off the bone, and the broth this thing makes, you know, ooh, yum. But yeah, I got it to save a bit of gas and a bit of power when I'm in the camper trailer, because then I'm not going to be using the gas as much to cook a whole feed, or I'm not going to be using the power as much to cook a whole feed when I'm on induction. So, and like I said, I put it on, then I'll go and I'll do my fishing and whatever I've got to do, and come back to a cooked meal and not even have to worry about burning or catching fire. So I reckon she's going to work good for me. Well, it already has. I've been running it a heap here while I've been here, but gonna see how it goes when I'm out there too. I reckon it's gonna be brilliant. Hey guys, well, if you're seeing this, so I guess you made it this far. So yeah, cheers for watching the whole video. Anyway, I hope I'm not boring you with this sort of stuff. It's just, you know, I'm in the one spot, and I still want to show you what I'm doing to get ready for this next big trip. So stick around, because the fishing is going to be coming and stuff like that. But yeah, I still like showing you, you know, the little bits and pieces that probably aren't as much fun, but it might give you a hand, you know, with build yourself or whatnot. Just want to let you know too, if you're looking for any merchandise, we do have our website, which is there's a link in the description too, I'm pretty sure, but www.thecampman.com.au, and you know, we have our merchandise, fishing shirts. Our main one is like our hunt and fish shirt, and our footy shorts, they're the most popular. So what does the money go to when you help us out with that? Well, more fuel money and camera gear and random stuff like that, and helping us get out there and keep showing you the videos. So that's where it all goes to. And everyone that watches my videos, thank you, because the you know, the money I get from YouTube also goes to it, or goes to products to help me out, and yeah, keep doing up me rig or me trailer. Alright then guys, cheers I'll see you the same time next week.